is it trash or is it treasure? I'm coming to you live from the Capex Home Gym Lab. Behind me, I have some items that I've ordered off Temu recently that I want to share with you. The draw to ordering from Temu is their cheap prices, but not everyone trusts ordering from Temu. So I'm going to go over my experiences ordering from there and let you guys decide if it's worth it. My goal is just to help you save a few dollars ordering your gym equipment and building a home gym that you hopefully love. So let's dive in. Let's go over each individual item and see if it's trash or if it's treasure. The first thing I want to talk about is this thing right here. This is a multi-purpose piece of equipment, and in the home gym, you want your equipment to be able to do multiple functions, especially if it's taking up real estate in your gym, right? The cool thing about this is it takes up no floor space real estate. Wow. So it makes it ideal for a home gym. The other thing, like I said, is it does multiple things. So you can do body weighted dips on this thing, just like this, my shoulder popping in the microphone. Then you can also do some crunches, some leg raises. Now the coolest part is it comes off of these set of brackets. You can flip it over and it mounts for a pull-up bar. And I'll show you a pull-up just so you can see how the frame holds up. So there's your pull-up. The other cool thing, it has a little loop right here so you can hook bands. If you need a higher anchor point to do any band work, this has you covered. Now let's talk about the quality of this thing. I will get up close in the camera. There's not a lot of quality that goes into this thing, I can tell you that. These are like a really cheap foam for the handles. There's no knurling. The metal is not a very thick steel. That being said, I don't feel any flexing when I'm doing pull-ups. I don't feel any flexing when I'm doing any of the movements, actually. So I feel safe when I use it. I'm 150 pounds, so there was no, this is the sketchy part, there was no weight capacity suggestion on the Temu ad, so I have no idea what the weight capacity is. That being said, if you want to go out and buy like thicker lag screws, because it comes with some lag screws for your wall, but I don't know what those lag screws are rated for, so I decided to get my own, and that makes me feel a little bit safer. You can do the same thing, but yeah, like I said, not super awesome quality, but if you weigh 150 or less, I would highly recommend it. I feel very safe using this as long as you get those lag screws into a stud. All right, let's be super fast going over these attachments. A lot of people in the home gym community are attachment snobs. I mean that in the best way possible. I wish I was an attachment snob. I want to be able to spend $200 on an attachment, but I just can't. So this is where the Temu products come in. I will say right off the bat that I consider this attachment a treasure. It really could have used a simple adjustment. These handles are super smooth. I don't feel like it affects my grip just because of how like natural the grip feels. But if this was neural textured like anything, that would have been nice. But as far as how it feels doing lat pull downs or even cable rows, I think this is a win. The cool thing is it came in a package with this rope. Now I consider this rope a treasure because I like that these are rubber at the end. A lot of them have hard plastic and it always smashes your pinkies, and I don't like that. So I like this grip, and because this is like a really thick rubber, it's very nice to grab onto. So this came in a pack from Temu for about $23 for both of these. So you really can't lose on this. I will eventually be an attachment snob, and I will be the person who spends $200 on a single attachment. But for now, because I just barely built my home gym, I had to go cheap on some things, but these two are treasures. This is an undecided treasure. I have to use it a little bit more, and I think I just need to put some more like reps in on this just to see how it holds up. But the inside of this is like a foam, and the outside is kind of like this ratchet strap material. And I really like it as far as what it's used for. So you can use this for like cable crunches, but it's originally for a like tricep extension. The idea is because of how long this is, you can get a better range of motion. And the cool thing is it has multiple parts for you to be able to grip. And so yeah, possibilities are endless for this attachment. I don't know how well it's going to hold up over time. The majority of these types of attachments on the market are leather, so obviously those are going to hold up better over time. But this is an undecided treasure in my opinion. All right, I have another undecided treasure for you. I will tell you why it's undecided, but I'll go over the things I do like about this. So I like that this rotates very smoothly. There's no squeak or squealing or sticky points. It's very smooth. I like that this is a nice thick metal. Those are the two things. And I do like this rubber grip. I am someone who believes that not everything has to be knurled. Some of us like to keep nice soft baby hands. It's not me, but some people do. I like calluses, but I don't believe that everything has to be knurled. So this rubber grip is nice. The thing I don't like about it is when you are doing chest flies, because this is a thick metal, it does kind of crash into your forearm. It's kind of uncomfortable. I wish this metal was slightly bent so that when you were doing chest flies, you had a little more range of motion before this crashed into your forearm. I know there's a handful of companies out there that are starting to do that, and I probably will spend the money to buy nice D handles because D handles are one of those things that if you do go cheap on, the movement feels cheap. It feels wrong. But yeah, these are an undecided treasure. I'm leaning more towards treasure on these. All right, next is we have the Temu barbell. This is absolute trash. Let me tell you why. So this was $40 on Temu, so that kind of makes it a slight treasure maybe. But I am turning into a little bit of a barbell snob, so this did not live up to expectations at all, which I didn't expect much of it anyways. I got it to be able to do T-bar rows off my rack. I needed a shorter barbell, and I just wanted something cheap, so that's what I got. There's nothing good about this bar. The knurling sucks. The knurling's in a weird spot. It doesn't start until like literally like this is it on either end. And so you can't like really do a lot of things with this bar. I did get it for hip thrust and I did get it for T-bar rows. It serves that purpose, but I'm finding now that I have a shorter barbell, I would have liked a barbell with like a little better knurling. And honestly, that's pretty much it. Like the knurling just sucks because I can't like have clients do like barbell Romanian deadlifts in a small space because there's no knurling where they need to grab the bar. So I would have liked this bar to serve more purposes, but now that I'm using it, it only serves the two purposes that I bought it for, which is fine, but it's still trash. Okay, I'm quite literally sitting on a pile of trash right now. I got this Flybird bench off of Temu. I didn't really expect much out of it, which I didn't need much out of it. So this would be good if you have a home gym that you only have 5 pounds to 25-pound dumbbells and like, that's all you plan on using it for. I would never bench over 225 with this thing. I only use this for one purpose, and it's for my chest press machine. My chest press machine you can also purchase off Temu. I did not purchase it from Temu, but I know that Temu sells it. So I will show you what I use this for. The original bench that the chest press machine came with was very narrow. So I use this because it's a slight upgrade from the bench that the chest press machine came with. So that's what this serves a purpose for. In the background, I have my Rep Blackwing. And obviously, if I have these two benches in the same vicinity, I'm going to think this is trash. So take that with a grain of salt if you are someone who just has a spare room in your house and you have dumbbells 5 through 25 and you just need something that works. This will work for that. But if you are someone who benches over 225, if you're someone that wants to do like decline sit-ups, if you're someone who wants to do anything that it has to support a good amount of weight and not rock and wobble, this is not it. All right, I know I have a lot going on behind me, but hopefully you can see this. Yes, this is the Temu rack attached lateral raise machine. I think Michelob took this over and they're selling it for 300. I got this for 165 off Temu, and I love this thing. This is a treasure. Now, for all those of you that's going to be in the comments that's like, why don't you just use dumbbells? Like, it's a similar resistance. No, dumbbells are not the GOAT. If you're going to argue with me, let's at least argue about cables being the GOAT, okay? Cable ladder raises are the best bang for your buck. That being said, with me adding bands to this, I added a little band peg so that when you are at the top part of the lateral raise, this band is really pulling my shoulder back, and it makes me have to resist that band tension, which I just get an awesome pump from. I also train clients, and sometimes lateral raises can be awkward, so it's nice to have a machine for them just to not have any guesswork with their form. I obviously teach them how to do a dumbbell lateral raise as well, but like I said, when I train clients like to have a variety of movements to be able to work the same muscle group, or they get bored. So this was a win for me. This is a treasure. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're going to hook it to some bands. It makes the resistance a lot better. And then this also doubles as a chest fly. The chest fly, I would rate a 6.5 out of 10. It's not my favorite. You can get a pretty good stretch, which is the important part. You can get a pretty good stretch here. It just gets a little bouncy down here. So 6.5 out of 10 for the chest fly, but 10 out of 10 for lateral raise, and 10 out of 10 for the front raise that you can do on this. This front raise for some reason just lights my shoulders up. So really like this. Best purchase from Temu yet. Last thing that I got from Temu is this flag. It was $5. So if you're someone who wants some decoration in your home gym, you can start ordering from Temu for something small. That could be it. If you are a little gun shy about ordering off Temu, start with something small like a flag. All right, guys, that is the end of Is It Trash or Is It Treasure from Temu. We did have some treasures and we did have some trash, but hopefully I installed some faith in ordering from Temu. One seller that I do stand behind that I know is safe and that will take care of you. I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it's Ormaise. I will put the name of them in the description below, but you can search their storefront and you can order from them. They have a lot of the gym equipment that I have here that I showed you guys. So if you have any questions about anything that I went over, go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you.